Hey guys, welcome back to another All About Andy video. Today, we're opening up with our AAA benefit show. As always, I'm accompanied by my good friend Brax, who will be presenting his show later on today. But Brax, real quick, say hello to the gang.
Yo, guys, what is up? We are here for the biggest night of our night. It's the benefit show for AAA. We got Turning Point happening later on. But we gotta get through this peak pay-per-view. Run down, let's go to the card.
Damn right. We're starting off with the good old main event package, as our main event was stated last pay-per-view. Malakai Black, Christian Cage, AAA Mega Championship is on the line. It's on the table. We're taking. But
when I think of these main event packages, guys, it reminds me of like the vintage wrestling. Like, for example, the Scott Steiner Triple H Rumble package. Match was horrible. Mega package was peak.
Oh my god, yes.
But minus the horrible match. This is gonna be a banger match with a banger main event.
Pure bangers everywhere. PBA, guys. We move on and we have Chimera in the ring. He's talking up his client, Judas Messias. My goodness. And then
He'll get there.
Yeah. Then again, at least they're showing their stars, unlike someone else. Anyways, guys, so Chimera is talking about Judas Messias and how in just a few minutes to come, he is going to decimate Gargano and end everything once and for all. So he calls out Gargano to get his bitch ass out here so he can end it quickly and go home. And so Gargano's out here, Domo della Muerte, aka the Dome of Death. These men are in it to walk out. These men are fighting for survival. And this match is just going to be hectic. There's going to be points in which each other deliver their finishers. We see the Death Valley drivers. We see a little bit of spears here and there. But in the end, it's going to be Messias in control, hitting a nice flatliner-like move, taking out Gargano. He could have covered him there, but he gets cocky and he measures him up. And then he set the table on fire. Middle of the ring, you know. And he picks up Gargano. He tries to pick him up for life, powerbomb through the table. But Gargano, with the taser, tases Judas Messias into the stomach, taking him, kind of making him feel a little woozy. And then wraps his arm with barbed wire, uppercuts him, and gets him up with the Death Valley driver, drilling him through that table, pinning Judas Messias tonight. What a match that was.
God, what a way to start this show.
I wholeheartedly agree. You see, you have to kick off with these bangers. They so called them, and we got a holy shit moment as well. Holy shit moments grant you a lot of things.
Any of y'all don't know what the Domo de la Muerte steel cage is? You want to see something funny? Just look up Kofi Guerrero and one of them. You'll understand. You'll be like, oh, it's this last night. Why'd you want me to watch this match? Just watch it.
Oh my god.
Let's just say it was a shoot.
Yep. So we have holy shit. Gargano hit Judas Messias with the crossbody off the top of the cage. The fans are going crazy. You're gonna award it 30 creative points, and Gargano gained an bonus boost of 1%.
I've always noticed that, and I've always had a kind of issue with that. They give the holy shit moment to the winner of the match. Why couldn't what the loser was like the hotline dude? What if he want to do something?
Well, the bonus boost was the guy that did the move.
Yeah, I'm just saying, what if Judas did the holy shit? He didn't win. I was going to give it to the person who might lose.
I think he would have got. I mean, regardless, both of these men gained something that night. Because,
Oh, yeah, truly.
he gained, of course. Could this mean Pagano could be in line for a future title opportunity? Unless Judas Messias is done with him. But who knows? Being drilled into the table, a flaming table, matter of fact, that'll take you out for days. I know I wouldn't show up for a good
Maybe
2 months, maybe? Who knows? But we
maybe
move on.
3.
Maybe 6 or 7 if we wouldn't push it. We move on. Guys, 2026. What are we doing? We move on.
This is the first meeting of 2026.
Oh my god. We have Angolak. And the Hurt Mafia come out first. They're donning their black gear with a little bit of hints of gold. And then Angulak come out. And it's Kurt Angle coming out with Drew Gulak wearing matching robes yet again. And now Kurt Angle has adopted the robe style, whereas Drew Gulak has adopted a suplex in a sense. And in this match, we're going to see and Gulak, dominate with their suplexes here and there. And Gulak, go for simultaneous angle slams. But the thing is, Gulak tries to hoist up Shane Taylor. Shane Taylor is not letting himself get hoisted up like that. And so Shane Taylor just sends Gulak into the ropes and just wipes him out with a sickening lariat. And then takes out Angle before Angle connects with his on the Benjamin. And then Benjamin's like, we have history, man. Come on, I'm smarter than that. And then Shane Taylor, captures Angle in an electric chair. And then he holds him up like in front as if he's going for like an electric German suplex in a sense. But instead of him hitting the German, no, he holds him still. And then Benjamin springboards into Angle, connecting with the pay dirt. Angle's in the middle of the ring. He just got taken out. And Shelton Benjamin pins Kurt Angle here tonight in what fans claim to be an upset, as Angulak has been
I'm already
racking up
seeing
these
a
wins.
bunch of kids crying in the crowd right now.
And honestly, I would be crying too if I were a child. Seeing my favorite wrestler and Kurt Angle lose to the Hurt Mafia. And after the match, they do their little title gesture saying, "We were robbed once, it's not again." And they walk out. And then JBL comes out with a microphone in hand. And then he's like, last time I was on a stage like this, a certain joke Mysterio took me out. Took advantage of a distracted man. And I'm not going to stand for this any longer. Because I'm prepared tonight. So Rey Mysterio, I want you to get your short ass over here. Rey Mysterio's theme song hits and he's still not coming out. A couple seconds go by. And then JBL starts laughing. And then he's like, you see what happens when I'm prepared. Things don't go according to plan. Now Rey Mysterio's hot. And then Mysterio's theme song hits again. But he's like stumbling into the arena. And JBL's laughing. And then Mysterio gets into the ring. And JBL's like, pathetic. You know what? Thank you, Rey, for repaying me the favor I gave you. Then the bell rings, and all of a sudden, JBL with a clothesline from Howell. And Rey Mysterio was already beaten up. But before JBL even covers him, he has him in a powerbomb position. Just a little cigar burn on him back in Mysterio. And he power bombs him. Boom. But instead of covering him normal, he puts his pinky on the chest of Mysterio. And the ref counts 1, 2, 3. And just like that, JBL walks out. Holy shit. Walks out the ring.
Performance agenda. You got squashed. It's your performance.
And after the match, JBL's like, in all seriousness, Ray, I took advantage of you the way you took advantage of me. I'm not done. I want one more match with you. You bring your best, and I'll bring my best. And I'll hold the code of honor in me. And I will make sure the best man wins. I won't attack you before like I did tonight. But matter of fact, I'm willing to raise the stakes if you like. Make it an Iron Man match. I'll hear from you next week. He drops the microphone and he leaves. Did we just hear JBL challenge Rey Mysterio to a 2 out of 3, not a 2 out of 3, an Iron Man match?
Yeah, I'm shocked. I'm shocked, to be honest. I was expecting a hat versus mask match.
That would have been the most sense. Or a mask versus hair match. You know how much JBL likes showing off his hair. But no.
I mean, my hat is hat.
Then again, who knows what Rey Mysterio says for this challenge? I'd be scared if I were Rey. I won't lie. But we move on with the night. We got
Baby, hold on. Cowboy hat on. Bird jacket on. My dazzled cowboy boots on. My fluffle on my legs. I got my fake big arms on with my Los Guapos shirt. Oh shit, now I'm fucking ready.
The following contest is scheduled for one fall, and it is for the AAA World Tag Team Championships. They have a team of Los Guapos, who,
Los Guapos, please sign my shirt.
on the way to the ring for their match, they catch a fan wearing a similar description of what Brax just said. He, shouting, "Hey, yo, sign my shirt, man! Sign my shirt, man!" And they start laughing at him. He's like, "Yo, this guy's our fan?" And then they're giving him an autograph, which is amazing. Shows you how great Los Guapos are. But Alan Stone hands him a mirror. A mirror! Alan Stone himself gave up one of his personal mirrors to this lucky fan out there. My, oh my.
That fan's gonna cherish that for the rest of his life.
Oh, I bet he will.
I'm gonna meet him in the parking lot later. Hey, kid.
And then the All Night Express come out. So a mixed reaction. Popular belief says they wouldn't be champions if it weren't for those Guapos. Whereas, there's that minority that agree, that say they stand nonetheless, but they're going to prove it tonight. And so the All Night Express and Los Guapos will be going back and forth for quite a bit. But in the end, Rhett Titus gets tagged in by Kenny King, a little hot tag action. He charged in, hitting a big boot into Matthias Wild, but Matthias Wild sweeps the other leg, making him trip and fall face first. And he tags Alan Stone. And then both of these men just super kick Rhett Titus. And then the fans are calling for it. They're calling for it. They're cheering. They're getting behind Alan Stone and Matthias Wild. We get the wheelbarrow, and we get the unprettier. We get the broken mirror that connects. Cover 1, 2, 3. Los Guapos are tag team champions. Los Guapos are tag team champions. Let's fucking go! My goodness, the crowd is erupting. The crowd is going wild.
Andy, I'm going to need a minute, man. But this guy here's the truth.
Los Guapos are celebrating tonight. They look at each other and they hug each other.
He just threw his cowboy hat up.
And, oh my goodness. And as they're celebrating in the ring. Kenny King and Rhett Titus shake their hand with sign of respect and walk out and let Los Guapos enjoy this victory. And then Los Guapos go up to the commentary team. And they celebrate with us too. And then they make their way back to the kid. And he's like, get that mirror out. And then that mirror ended up being a camera as well. They took a little picture together with the titles and the kid wearing the Los Guapos gear. And Los Guapos.
That kid's getting robbed.
And Los Guapos are your new tag team champions. My oh my, guys. My oh my. Look at that. And Matthias Guapos getting over. And we move on. And then we have Keiji Muto, accompanied by Brody Lee, as Malakai does not trust Keiji Muto. Because, Malakai's been wanting to break Brody, but not Keiji Muto. It's like, until you make that change, we have my trust here. And then Christopher Daniels has been having his little bit of beef with Keiji Muto on the side. And so tonight they're here to settle it once and for all. And so Keiji Muto tries to measure him up for a shining wizard. But Christopher Daniels, avoids it and charges at him with a running elbow. And then he realizes Keiji Muto's in a vulnerable position. And he hits the best moonsault ever. But then he covers him 1, 2, and the referee gets pulled out by Brody Lee. It seems like it's Brody Lee. He's just some random guy. It looks exactly like Brody Lee. But while he's distracting the ref, Brody Lee himself, not the decoy, slides in. He's waiting for Daniels to get up. And, he goes in for that discus lariat. But he connects on the Muto instead. And then Daniels, doing what any clever man would do, just hits an enziguri. And Brody Lee ducks the enziguri. And then chokeslams him into Muto. And, Brody Lee slides out the ring because the decoy's running away. And then, the ref notices the cover. 1, 2, 3, and Christopher Daniels. Thanks to Brody Lee. Picks up a victory. My God.
Oh my, what a match. Like what an ending. Like, could this signify some tension between Brody and Muto?
I feel like there's been some tension since the beginning. I mean, having to sort of be chaperoned after you lose your title.
And maybe this could be all a setup. Maybe Christopher Daniels could secretly be with the house.
My oh my, would that be something amazing? To see just who
We don't know,
witness.
guys. So wait and see throughout the weeks. We just gotta see.
We just gotta wait and see. But Christopher Daniels picks up a huge victory, pinning the former AAA Mega Champion here tonight. Could that put him in line for a shot at Malakai? I don't know, but we must wait and watch. We move on. And Sheamus is on our Titantron. Oh my god.
Taking for the promo.
Okay. And then he's stretched up nicely. He's like, I just got out of the appointments. I've been here, I've been out of that ring for so long. It aches. It aches me knowing I am not there. It aches me knowing I am not a champion. It aches me knowing I'm not there beating anyone's ass. You guys have about 9 months left before I come back. But let it be known when I do come back. I don't care who's the champion of any division, whether it be the Latin American, the Mega Champion, even if I might lose a little bit of pounds in target cruiserweight division. I don't care who's at the top. You gotta worry about me as well. So whoever wants to do me the favor of taking care of all the gold before I'm back, oh, thank you very much. But for now, enjoy the liberty you have. If not worrying about the Celtic Warrior. And Sheamus just gets walked because, he's injured still. He needs some help. But it seems rehab's been going pretty well for him as well. We wish you speedy recovery, goodbye. We continue.
Man, I wish I could just come back already. I miss you.
I feel you, man. We have the Latin American Championship here up for grabs tonight. It is MVP, Dolph Ziggler, Cibernetico, Johnny Gargano, and Samuray Del Sol. So, in this match, Cibernetico is going to take care of Johnny Gargano right off the bat. And Samurai, automatically connected with double chokeslam. And both men roll out. And he takes care of Ziggler and MVP, but MVP and Ziggler decide to team up for themselves for once. It's the first time these guys get along. And so Ziggler connects with a famouser, and as MVP rebounds from the ropes, hits a drive-by kick on a Cibernetico, leading it down to MVP and Ziggler. They go back and forth quite a bit. And then Gargano and Samurai join back in the mix. And they try to get involved. Then minutes later, MVP has Gargano. He sends him into the corner, hits the player's boot, and then he's calling for the playmaker. But as he gets him up, Gargano sweeps the leg and then connects with the half Nelson STO, which was his finisher around the time, I believe. It's an old movie that he covers him 1, 2, but MVP kicks out. And then Gargano's measuring him up. He seems to be going for a super kick of sorts. But out comes probably Out comes Bobby Lashley. Out come the rest of the Hurt Mafia. And they start attacking everyone. And then MVP is slowly getting back to his feet. As Samurai Del Sol attempts to go for the Salida Del Sol, but as he goes for it, MVP reverses with a good old power slap. And then he gets him up and he looks at Lashley. It's like, strike him down, Lashley. So as Lashley, charges, he runs, he charges at Samurai. Samurai drags in MVP and makes MVP take the spear from Lashley. And Lashley's trying to help him back up, but it's not working. MVP's out. And then Lashley tries to take out Samurai, but Gargano instead sends him out into the outside and delivers a suicide tornado DDT. Whereas Ziggler and Cibernetico are dealing with Shelton and Taylor. And then Samurai realizes what's at stake. He pins MVP 1, 2, but MVP kicks out. And so Samurai Del Sol just gets him up. And he connects with the Samurai Del Sol one more time. Covers him. 1, 2, 3. What?
What the fuck?
Samurai Del Sol's done it. Samurai Del Sol is the new Latin American champion.
Holy shit.
Goodness. My oh my. We just witnessed one of the biggest upsets here in AAA history. Samurai Del Sol has pinned MVP tonight. This is the pin heard around the world. My goodness. The fans are cheering.
Wow. I cannot believe that. That is top tier at its finest.
It says Samurai holds the title up. And he pats the middle plate and he hoists it up. And he holds on to it tightly. And he's celebrating in the ring as MVP rolls out. And then Lashley tries to apologize. But he pushes Lashley's like, he waves his hand at him and he walks out. What could this mean? My goodness. But don't let the drama in the Hurt Mafia distract you from the fact that Samurai Del Sol is your new Latin American champion. He's gonna pop some champagne when he's of age. Oh my lord. It's beautiful. It's so beautiful. We move on, guys. We have Joe Hennig taking on Prince Dabbit as well. And this has been building up the last couple of weeks. And Joe Hennig said, if you weren't here, if I had your opportunities, if they treated me the way they treated you, I would have been champion by now. I would have dethroned MVP. And all of this was said before Samurai did the unthinkable. And so Devitt challenges him to a match tonight. And so Joe Hennig and Devitt go at it for a good 15 minutes. In this 15-minute bout, we get a hangman face buster that Hennig did to Devitt, causing a good near fall. We get a 1916 DDT from Devitt, causing another near fall due to Hennig's foot reaching the rope. In the end, Devitt is going for the coup de grace. But Hennig seems to be getting up as well. And it looks like Devitt's willing to drop Dakota Girl on his head as he's getting up. But Joe Hennig, as he gets up, quote unquote, falls into the road, causing Devitt to trip and, go going first on the turnbuckle. And so Hennig realizes the opportunity at hand and connects the perfect plex from that position onto Devitt and covers him 1, 2, 3. And Joe Hennig with another strong victory here. This time taking out Prince Devitt himself. This day itself has become pure upsets. You had Samurai Del Sol, dethrone MVP Joe Hennig, defeat Prince Devitt, and Los Guapos finally winning the titles. And don't forget Christopher Daniels defeating KJ Muto, and Pagano defeating Judas Messias. This is a night of unpredictability, guys. This is what we do it for. But my goodness, perhaps I have to ask, is Joe Hennig a threat?
I'm gonna be honest. I can see it. He could be a threat to many people. And it's definitely a threat to our new Latin American champion, Samuray Del Sol, as well.
100%. I feel with Samurai Del Sol being champion, he's also got a huge target on his back. But we have to move on tonight because this isn't all the action we have. We have more still to come. We have Michelle McCool taking on Becca Knox. And in this match, Michelle McCool and Becca Knox go back and forth quite a bit. There's going to be some ear falls here and there. And Becca Knox tries to go over that back exploder, but mid-move, Michelle McCool goes over and connects with the crucifix. 1, 2, Becca Knox kicks out, but Michelle McCool connects with the Faith Breaker from that transition after that schoolboy roll-up. And Michelle McCool silences Becca Knox tonight. Claiming that she isn't beatable. She's getting back. She's getting herself back on track. And I just realized he's a main eventer now. That's peak.
Hell yeah.
You love to see it. You love to see it. Come on, she lost. And so
this has been a peak so far.
It has. I feel like the fact that her pomp is 7-7 used to be 7-7-7 meant luck was on her side. But as she's celebrating, the lights turn red. And they go back to normal. And McCool's wondering what's going on. She's looking around. And then we get a blackout. And then we get red dots leading into the ring from this ramp. Michelle McCool has no idea what the hell's going on. But eventually, the red dots lead to a big spotlight dropping on McCool. Nice lights and everything, highlighting the reign of the Reigners Championship. She thinks it's some sort of celebratory thing. But before she knows it, Anna hits her with a poison mist. And then connects with a buzzsaw-like kick on Michelle McCool, hoisting the AAA Ring of the Rangers title above her head, claiming she's next. And my goodness, I think Michelle McCool's blood just ran out.
All my money's on Kana. That's all I'm gonna say.
My goodness. Guys, don't gamble, but my goodness, if you're going to do it, be responsible.
Also be of age.
Yeah, that too. I forgot to say that. Yeah, that too, guys. Yeah. But Connor's claiming to be next in line. Honestly, a few weeks ago, Connor, alongside Athena, defeated Michelle McCool, and I guess you could say Becca Knox, but Becca Knox walked out mid-match. Well, not even mid-match, towards the end. Leading Athena to hit with the L face, that diving stunner she does. And Kana able to hit and lock in that beautiful Kana lock. Leading out Cold Tap. So now we're in a state in which the Reign of the Rangers champion is in a fragile state. But we will hear more of this next week, guys. As we figure it out. And we have the last man standing, or as Prince Puma declared it, the last cruiserweight standing match. And in this match, we're going to get a super boom drop as Kofi Kingston had Puma down on one of our announce tables, the English one. And then from a ladder hits the boom drop on a Prince Puma. But both men get up after the count of 8. Well, Kingston gets up at the count of 5, whereas Puma gets up at the count of 8. And then from there, he tries to go for a trouble in paradise. But Conan takes the sacrifice, getting hit with it. And the crowd's cheering.
Mike Tenay here, and I pop for that shit. Eat shit, Conan, you fucking bitch.
And then Puma has... And then whilst Kingston is down from hitting the trouble in paradise, Puma slides in a chair from underneath onto Kofi's, like, underneath Kofi's face and drops a leg drop, Jerry Lynn style, in a sense. And then Prince Puma has Kofi on the apron. And he gets him on it. And then he hits his... What was that he was doing in Lucha Underground? I forget the name. The exact name. He hits the Benadryl, I believe that was called. You know, hoist him up, drives him spine first into the apron. And then Kofi is out. Ref counts 8, 9. Before the T in 10 is heard, Kofi Kingston gets back up. And then Prince Puma just hits a hurricane from the apron on Kingston. But Kofi catches him midair and powerbombs him onto the steel post. And then Conan gets back up and uses this lead pipe sort of object onto the skull of Kofi Kingston. And then Prince Puma sends Kingston back into the ring. And then he's on top of the ladder. He brings the ladder closer to the ring. And then he raises his hands up. He's conducting some sort of symphony as the crowd is patiently watching it, getting themselves slowly riled up, and hits a 636 from the ladder on a Kofi Kingston. And then that takes him out a bit too. But at the time we get the count after 7, Prince Puma's back to his feet, stumbling but back to his feet. 8, 9, 10. Prince Puma retains the AAA Cruiserweight Championship here tonight, guys. Closing off the Kofi Kingston chapter. My goodness. My goodness. We're going to need someone to check on Kingston. Puma as well. These men take some rough hits. But my oh my. That damn Conan just had to get involved. But it was all legal, guys. And Brax.
Fuck that guy. Fuck Conan. He can suck a dick. Right, today, get out of here.
Oh, literally, bro.
Go to TNA. You got a show coming up.
And now with Prince Puma solidifying his rank, who do you think could be next in line? Because, my goodness, with the way we're going, I don't think anyone stops Puma.
The only person I know that won't be next in line is Sheamus. Because, well.
Oh, yeah, he's injured. Unfortunately. But Prince Puma,
Like he said, wanting to cut some weight. He'll come for that title.
100%. But, guys, Prince Puma declares himself the top ruler here in AAA as he holds that title high and says,
I would take account to that.
I'm taking this title to the event. And he walks out. The next up, we have our main event. You know, I feel co-main eventing the Cruiserweight title alone tells you how much there is to expect from a champion like Prince Puma. But in our main event, Malakai Black's accompanied by Jake Roberts again. It has become a nice relationship these two men have formed. And in this match, Christian Cage takes it as the champion. He gets Malakai on the defense for once. And then we see some pendulum overhead kicks. We see some nice roundhouse kick combinations. We see some jumping knees. We see a bunch of strikes. We see a bunch of moves that these men claim in their arsenal. But Christian Cage, fresh off a near fall after a beautiful rock splash, he's charging for the spear. He's charging for it. But as he charged for it, Malakai connects with a black mass. But he doesn't. He falls. He collapses back. He's both in or out. And the ref starts counting. 1, 2, 3. And Jake Roberts like, what nonsense is this? And he pulls Malakai out. He's like, stop the count, you're being a dumbass. And he slaps Malakai in the face a little. He's like, get you out of the game, go back in there, finish your job. And Malakai is like, yeah. And he rolls back in, but Christian Cage, taking advantage, kicks the rope, as Malakai second leg is in, first leg's in before he gets in the second, causing a little vibration down there. And then the ref's like, what was that? But he's like, he would have done the same. And then he goes for the kill switch. He connects, boom, drops down Malakai. And then he covers him. 1, 2, 3. And the ref gets pulled down by Jake Roberts. And Jake Roberts is like, I thought I told you to stop counting, kid. And then the ref's like, I gotta be dealing with this bullshit from you. You're tired. And he pushes Jake Roberts. And Jake Roberts like, don't make me get Damien on you. And then the ref's like, I don't care who you bring after me. Your ass is out of here. And then he points at Jake Roberts. And then everyone in the arena collectively calls him Bulldog. Don't worry what that word means, guys. It's part of the culture.
Just Google it.
Yeah. And Jake Roberts is mad.
Use translator.
Jake Roberts is mad and he walks out. But with that distraction, Christian Cage goes yet for another spear. But Malakai, he tries to go for the Black Mass again. But this time Christian Cage stopped himself. And he has Malakai hugged for that kill switch. But as he's going for it, Malakai breaks out, hits a German suplex, rolling Christian Cage back onto his knees in a sense, and connects with a Black Mass. And he falls on top of him. And then he hooks the leg. 1, 2, 3. Malakai Black retains the AAA Mega Championship here tonight. My oh my, guys. Malakai Black remains on top. Again, fresh off winning the title, already defending it against another top name. Makes you wonder how strong the House of Black truly is. Yes, everyone's celebrating. The entire house come out, and they all praise Malakai. Whereas he has this right-hand man, Jake Roberts, and Brody Lee stand beside him, closing the show. Thank you guys for tuning in to our AAA Benefit Show, which brings in, oh, let's go. No! Okay, Angel Garza's not over, but we can work on that, guys. But guys, Sheamus' recovery from injury was helped. We love that. Okay. We got some peak stuff going on. Guys. We love it. But guys, we will see you in just a bit as we head on to our next show, Turning Point. Turning Point by TNA is brought to you all the way from Casper, Wyoming. And guys, I'm not sure there's some pre-show stuff, but I will let Brax take it from here. My oh my, we are in for a stack card, guys. I cannot vouch for it enough myself.
You already know. We just got done with a peak AAA benefit show, and now we are here in Casper, Wyoming, giving fans some love here tonight as we start the pre-show match. We have a favorable way between Kevin Kiley, Idol Stevens, Joe Gacy, and Mark Andrews. And to waste no time, these guys are going to go at it. But if you've been watching the weeks, you could probably guess who's winning this match. At the end of the
Mark Andrews
is going to hit a stun dog millionaire on the Joe Gacy drop down. But Kevin Kiley, big booting him out the ring. I don't think it's already laid out. Joe Gacy gets lifted up, get hit with a "you're dismissed," and Kevin Kiley still win here tonight. Oh, man. Oh, no. I'm sorry, Mark. I'm sorry, Mark.
It's okay. Yo, I like his gimmick.
Alex Riley. Who's this guy?
Can we call him?
I gotta change that gimmick.
Can it be?
I might have to change his gimmick to arrogant.
What if it's raging? Plus 0 hype. You love to see it.
And now we move on to
What we move on to?
a little match I enjoy.
Oh God.
So, EC3 was upset about not making it. So he, challenged on Twitter. He said, you know what? I want to find somebody at the pay-per-view. And, he, D.H. Smith answered the challenge. And EC3 was like, man, hey, you know what? Spice this shit up. I'll take you both on. I'll take you and your partner.
Ooh.
So, yeah, fight both of them. And he thought he would be, he gets a good amount because, like, bro, you're back not you can chew. That's 2v1.
Yeah.
But at one point, DH gets knocked to the ref falls. EC3 uses this moment, grabs a chair, whacks DJ in the Chrome Dome, whacks TH Smith, throws it back down as TJ falls to the outside from the whack. DH Smith hits the top 1%er, yells at the ref as the ref is slowly recovering, and EC3 gets the 1, 2, 3.
Oh my God.
Yeah, live it starts. Yeah, that's peak wrestling at its finest.
Oh.
Oh, hell yeah. So, we got this event package. All right.
Mm.
It's planned for Final Resolution. I just ignore it. It's for this pay-per-view.
Okay.
All right. That's all it is. Typing up the card for the night, which we have a stellar card. We got the world title on the line, the X Division. The never-ending feud of Steve Corino and Mr. Kennedy. These boys are going to kill each other. Abyss and Batista, which you guys know if you've been watching the camp, these guys are hungry. They're ready to fight. And I'm on this all match. The tag team titles, the knockout title, Tyler Black, Raven, the 4-way match, the 3v3, all that. But I think no other better way to start the show. In this banger match, as we have the young Tyler Black taking on Raven, the man he's turned on.
Oh.
And they have agreed to a street fight. Not even before the bell rings, pretty much. Raven's coming out. Tyler Black is in the ring. And Raven runs in and just throws a fucking trash can full of stuff at him.
Dang.
And there we go. The match begins. Rings the bell. He pulls out his hockey stick, cracks it, is raking it off rep on him.
Okay.
Just fucking, he's feeling the pain, But as Raven's now trying to lift him up, Tyler Black grabs a cookie sheet, walks it across the head of Raven. Getting some offense back, throwing in some nice punches in there. Big moments. He'll hit that diving knee from the apron.
Mm-hmm.
Raven will hit a nice pile driver on a stop sign, even get a 2.5 count. And the closing moments are as follows. Raven has a chair with barbed wire wrapped around it.
Ooh.
Has Tyler Black, who's all bloodied. Raven's bloodied. I don't know what the game says. Bloody. He's about to walk him with the even flow, but Tyler punches him, gets out of it, connects with a super kick. you know, and then hits a beautiful around, hits a skywalker onto him as Raven hunched over. His face is hunched over in that barbed wire chair.
Mm-hmm.
And all Tyler Black says, "Thank you." And he stomps his head into that chair and gets the 3 count as Tyler Black will win this match here tonight.
And
we got blood.
he did leave. Look at that.
Raven's last match bleeds. And after the match, though, Tyler Black
This is
no, it's not coming up. It's not coming up. This is just
okay.
You know, is happy about his win. Raven is getting up, turns him around, and extends his hand. What's Tyler Black going to do? Well, he shakes out of respect to Raven. As Raven rolls out, you know. But Tyler Black, big win here over Raven, you know, as this will be his last appearance wrestling for until probably next year when they can do, but might not have him wrestle a lot more anymore, to be honest. But how would Wade feel about Tyler Black's action point, shaking hands with the man that has targeted him?
Yeah. Big time.
But it's not. But right now we're moving on.
Wild.
As we move right on along, we have some tag team action as the debuting here on pay-per-view together. Black Riding Syndicate takes on Red Dragon, who on the last week's show we saw Red Dragon get attacked by these two men.
Mm-hmm.
And Black Riding Syndicate's awesome apron. They're kind of like a dragon, the Chinese New Year dragon, but like a black, evil-looking dragon come out. As their hooded sensei, you can't see his face, will open his arms and summons his dragons as we see Yoshikatsu with a red half-face dragon kind of mask on, which will be on his left face, a blue kind of dragon mask on. They make their way. And they get in the ring. Match begins. We have the Blue Man of Yoshitatsu and Bobby Fish. They're throwing some nice haymakers in there, you know.
Okay.
Both brawlers, you know, nice high kicks, some good punches in there.
Oh, yeah.
Kyle O'Reilly's the same way, but Kushida's more of a technical. That's what makes this team even better. He's the difference maker. He's not like Red Dragon. Granted, they're like a little technical, but they more or less go into that brawling, trying to drive. Kushida will slow him down. Wrench on the arms, wrench on the legs. That's what he's doing. He's trying to hurt them. He's trying to make them weaker. So as the match goes on, towards the end, there's legal. You know, Bobby Fish, you know, it boots Kushida off the apron. Yoshitatsu tries to take advantage. No, misses. Captain Kyle O'Reilly looks for their tag team finisher. But as Kyle O'Reilly's trying to pick up Yoshitatsu, he's been targeted too much. His arm out. Like, he's hurting Yoshitatsu this moment. He looks for his the kick that he plays, the Ryuno Shoki. He looks for it, accidentally hits the ref, and Bobby ducks it. Bobby then hits his own kind of spin kick. But as Kyle O'Reilly did, busts up a courage, hits a brainbuster, and notices the ref's taking out. Bobby Fish trying to recover him. Kushida slides back in, turns back around. Bobby Fish blows blue mist straight in the face of Bobby Fish.
Oh.
Blinding him, making him go out. Kyle O'Reilly now tries to look to the advantage. Kushida ducks up, hits a nice super kick. And Irish Tyson recovers. Red Mist this time. Hits Kyle O'Reilly. As then, he's blind, he doesn't see. Kushida gets back to the apron. The ref is enough able to recover and see Yoshitatsu tagging in Kushida. Kushida's on the top rope. Yoshitatsu goes down, hits that underhand kick back. Kushida comes in with the coils from the sky. And Kushida gets the 3 count on Kyle O'Reilly as the Black Rice and wins.
Ooh, what a good win for them. Damn, what a good win for these guys nonetheless.
And afterwards, their sensei, just says, my young ones are moving up more and more. Soon, oh so very soon, you'll all see the next targets as the Syndicate will rule all of TNA.
Oh, hell yeah.
As they move right on along.
Oh, shit.
We have the title match. The Pope, Adam Cole. This is really a match sign of respect at the end of the day,
Yeah.
So they made their way, doing cool entrances to Pope. This is his first title defense, by the way.
Yeah.
As the next division champion. So in this match, they do the no walk-ups with some nice technical holds, trying to get snappy pins in there. Big moments, the Pope hits a nice boot slam, tries to go for a dive fifth, gets rolled out as Adam Cole hits the super kick, go around into a superplex, hitting suplex, sorry. Some other big moments, Adam Cole, as the Pope is on the outside, hits a nice suicide dive. But also, as, the Pope gains momentum, he grabs Adam Cole and pretty much Uranagi's him onto the barricade. It's just great match between two guys, proving a point. And at the end of it all, the Pope's in the corner. Adam Cole looks for a running clothesline. Pope would end up having the ref in front of him.
Okay.
As he stops. It gives the Pope enough time to get out, move out the way from under, go loop around, and net breakers Adam Cole. And, put him in the corner, looking for the Pope Express. He's running for it. Adam Cole gets out the way, double knees into the turnbuckle. Adam Cole then takes advantage, suplexes him, runs off the ropes, last shot. 1, 2. Somehow the Pope kicked out.
Oh my god.
Wait, 9. Like, Adam Cole is looking at the ref like, no way.
Oh my god.
Pope got a shoulder. Adam Cole's looking for another one. He slides his knee pad down for this one.
Oh shit.
He runs off the ropes, looking for it, but the Pope gets up in time, grabs him, hits the Pope Experience, which stuns him back into the corner. He hits a Pope Express to the front of his face. He normally does it to that, but no, he knees him right in the face with that. Dropping him, and the Pope covers. 1, 2, 3.
Oh,
The Pope
what a match.
his ex-division championship.
What
It's the first of
a
10.
match.
Now, I don't know if we booked this segment. I think we did.
No, we didn't. I don't think we did.
No. Okay. And after the match, the Pope is celebrating with his win. As the ref is going to grab that win, Adam Cole takes it. He looks at it. He looks at the Pope. And Adam Cole puts it around the Pope's waist.
Oh, that's beautiful.
raises his hands. They both celebrate. And this shows no respect to each other. And the Pope makes a claim that this guy right here, this kid, is going to be the future of this company. They shake hands. But now we have to see what the future holds now. Cole, but congrats for the Pope on retaining your X Division title.
Big congratulations indeed.
As we move right on along, it's that 3v3, baby. You already know. Kevin Steen came back to help these two guys be gods.
Hell yeah.
Sting, Mason Ryan, Kevin Steen comes out. You know, the Fatu brothers and Manu comes out. And before they even get to the ring, they all rush. The other three rush out and they just start brawling from the outside. Like, for a good 3 minutes. Like, they're pulling each other into the barricades. You know, at one point, Mason Ryan pounces Joshua Fatu into the crowd area.
Good.
You know, but once we got order back installed, Kevin Steen starts the match with Jay Fatu. And Jay Fatu kind of mocks him, saying, ha, I screwed you over in the match, and Kevin Steen just beats the shit out of him. You know, the ref stops him. And he's like, okay, I'll stop. I promise to stop. As Jay starts to get up, hits him with a package pile driver.
Oh my god.
He tags in Sting. Jay fortunate enough gets to Manu in time. And, you know, they start going at it. You know, some ending moments, you know, we see a Scorpions. We see a nice Sting moment as all three gets put with Blair. Mason Ryan's holding Jay. He goes, Mason Ryan moves, Stinger splash. Kevin's holding Joshua, aka Jimmy, moves out the way, Stinger splash. And they're both holding Manu. They both get out the way, Stinger splash. To all three of them. And he pounds at chest. You know, crowd's hype. But as the ending goes, Mason Ryan pounces Jay, knocks him out the ring. Kevin grabs Manu, his pile drivers. As Joshua's the only little man left, Sting drops him with a Scorpion death drop. Locks in the lock. And Joshua has nowhere to go, and he has to tap Sting, Mason Ryan, Kevin Sting with the win here tonight.
What a beautiful win, man.
Helping them out in their momentum over these guys.
That's beautiful. Beautiful, I tell you.
You know, but, you know, how does this affect Joe, though? You know, as his boys failed to win here tonight against these guys again. Will that make him feel a little down? Will that make him feel like he might lose tonight?
I think Joe's going to kill him.
He might, who knows? That anger could fuel him.
Oh, here we
Let's
go.
move on to the knockouts.
The GOAT of the women's division. Go to the knockouts division. The GOAT of TNA, in my opinion. Mickie James.
Versus. Nice. And this back and forth encounter. Maurice will try some cheeky tactics, you know, put on ropes, ref a stopper, you know, for a pin from that.
Mm-hmm.
But you know, there's nice moments, you know, Mickie with her little bulldogs, you know, doing some awesome, cool moments. Ending goes as follows. Maurice exposes the turnbuckle at one point as she has the advantage. Because she has a nice side, kind of like, you know, the Booker T. Harlem flick.
Yeah.
Maurice does, you know.
Yeah.
Dropping Mickie. She exposed the turnbuckle. The ref, you know, it's like, what the hell? You know, he's going to fix it. She grabs the hairspray. And she's going to try to blind Mickie.
Mm-hmm.
And she's going to try to spray. Mickie Mick kicks it out of her hand,
Oh, that's
hurting her hand. She's like, ah. She said, you fucking. She's like, you son of a bitch. And she gets hit with a Mick kick.
ooh.
And as Mickey gets her up, hits her with that DDT. And Mickey James gets the 3 key and retains our Big Boss title here tonight. Who is going to stop Mickey?
No one. No one's stopping Mickey James.
She's ran through almost everybody here on the roster.
She really has.
So, who's going to stop her?
Oh, shit.
It's getting Steve Corino time, baby.
This is going to be rough.
Steve Corino makes it fight. Tears all around. Miss Kenny makes his way in. Right when he hits that, Steve Corino suicide by himself.
Oh.
He's not fucking waiting. They are brawling on the outside. He throws it inside. The reference to count. He's laying in the punches. He just throwing haymaker. This is the most ruthless Steve Corino we have seen in a.
Okay.
Like, he is just throwing hands with this point.
And honestly, rightfully valid.
But as Steve Corino's looking for a big flip by Miss Candy, stops with Chris. He goes head first to the middle turnbuckle. Give Miss Candy an advantage here. For nice offense. Some big moments. Steve Corino hit a back to the head super kick.
Okay.
No count though, only. Miss Candy will hit a beautiful, rolling, pretty much rolling thunder, pretty much, but crazy lunge, standing up, getting only a 2 count.
Oh man.
We're just going ham, like they're tearing each other apart. It's like 25 minutes.
Oh my god.
Any move as follows. Miss Candy has Corino up on the turn, looking for a green pace wedge. He fights out of it there. He's throwing punches on him, stunning him. He grabs Mr. Kennedy. He DDTs him off the top rope.
Oh my god.
And he's calling him up, but he's doing like a little give me a shake, and homage to Dusty, doing the little arms. He hits the elbow, the bionic elbow, onto Mr. Kennedy, dropping him. And he's looking to drop the elbow, but Mr. Kennedy rolls out the way to the point where the ref's feet is in the way. He trips the ref and elbows the ref.
Oh my god.
And it seems like, oh shit. But he doesn't have any time as Mr. Kennedy rakes him in the eye, blinding him, and he low blows him.
Oh. That's tough.
And this kid just has that sinister smile on his head, on his face, pretty much, and he just grabs him, drops a mic check, gets the ref up, and Steve Corino with a 1, 2, 3. Mr. Kennedy with this counter.
Rightfully so. I mean, Mr. Kennedy has been wanting to make a fool out of Corino.
And afterwards, Mr. Kennedy's just smiling his finishness and just happy about what he's done. They're 1-1 against each other. He has said he's far from done.
Oh my goodness.
He said he wants to leave him Puma's blood, and afterwards he's got a razor blade.
Oh god.
And he cuts a mark in his head, having him gush out some blood. Mr. Kennedy takes the blood, just wipes on his face and just walks. What is going on with this fucking guy?
I have no idea. That's fucking sadistic as.
This man wants to hurt him. He wants to. I'm just gonna say he wants to kill Steve.
New Jack, where you at?
What?
We're gonna get a
No.
we're gonna get a Dark Side of the Ring episode on Mr. Kid.
Indeed, but we move right on along.
Ooh.
We got the tag team titles on the line. The Hardy Boys, the Empire. Sadly, one member failed tonight to claim gold, but one member did win. But show respect. Can the Empire claim the tag gold?
Who knows?
Match goes as follows. Bouncing off each other. Different tags in. Drew and Lucky Cannon pulls some dirty tag. Pulling on the side, trying to get some roll ups. But some big high flying moments as Jeff, would hit a double diving clothesline on both ends to try to get to the ring.
Okay.
Poetry and motion would be hit onto Lucky Cannon. And as the match winds down, Jeff's looking for Twisted Fate on Lucky. But Drew swipes Matt Hardy's leg off the apron as he then hits a super shock DDT onto Matt on the outside. Jeff then drops Lucky Cannon, brother. He dives on the Drew on the outside. He grabs Drew, hits a Twist of Fate. But as Jeff comes in, Lucky Cannon takes advantage, picks him up, drops him with a lucky ace.
Ooh.
Looks for the pin. Gets a 2.9. Jeff gets the shoulder up.
Oh.
Lucky's pissed. He's like, are you fucking serious? Well, they're 3, man. We should be the champs right now. And Jeff ends up accidentally pushing Lucky. He tries to get Lucky, but Lucky pushes him into the ref. He ends up then, as Jeff turns around, pressing for another one. Look, Jeff ducks it, Twist of Fate to Lucky, but Drew comes in, look in the rain, what a chair. Jeff ducks it, but Matt and Hardy recover in time, catches him, Twist of Fate to Drew. Drew rolls out, Matt's calling up for Lucky. That's another Twist of Fate. Jeff's going up, Swanton. Matt helps get the wrap up. Jeff goes for the pin. 1, 2, 3. The Hardy Boys keep the TNA tag team going.
You love to see it.
Oh, Banger, hello.
No, literally. That's peak, bro.
And the Hardy Boys, are celebrating their big win.
You love to see it.
But afterwards, we see the hooded leader of the Black Cryo Skinny Kid standing on the entrance ramp.
Continue, right?
And yes. And I'm able to see his face, just simply just tell the Hardy Boys, I told you. My pupils are hungry. My dragons want to strike when they're hungry, and the dragons are hungry. I see them slide in and lay out the Hardy Boys. And to end it all, Jeff gets hit with the Coils from the Sky tag move from both of them. And they stand over the Hardy Boys with the TNA tag titles going up.
Oh, yeah.
As we see, I don't know who are the next challengers for those tag team titles. Black Rage wants the gold.
I fear the Hardys may be in trouble. this fatal four-way we got.
This fatal four-way in the qualifying matches throughout the weeks. Wade has the stat, and with both members failing the title defense, this is going to look struck bad for him. Wade, now the match begins. Wade looks. He says, "No, I ain't doing this. You guys go."
Can you repeat that? You went Wade.
Oh, sorry. Wade rolled out the ring. He said, you guys go.
Okay.
I'm not. You guys do this. That's Sabre Jr. just freaking suicide dives out there and gets him.
Where?
Match sleeps Cody and Styles in the ring by themselves.
Oh, shit.
They're just staring each other down, and they just start throwing haymakers. They're going back and forth, punching each other. They have their history. They have their momentum, But Cody wins this encounter from the start. Beautiful. He drops, Styles hits the beautiful, move that he does. Like, that's he does it for him. And a little homage to his brother.
Okay.
Where he slunched, like the opponent slunched over, he runs, slides down, slunched up.
Yeah. I know what you're talking about.
Pays homage to him. And, but Zack Sabre Jr. comes back. He hits a diving crossbody onto Cody and gets a 2 count from that.
Oh.
Sabre Jr. was that close. But Wade slides back in, starts brawling with Zack Sabre Jr. Just an all-out battle. At moments we have different people fighting. Wade and Styles would be fighting. Wade and Cody would work together. Styles and Zack would work together. But as the match winds down, Cody looks for a dive onto Styles on the outside, but Styles catches him and drops him with a Styles clash on the outside of the ring from that catch. But Wade takes advantage as he notices it. He comes up, freaking big forearms him up the bullhanger.
Ooh.
Laying him out on the outside. Slides back in. That's a down. Zack Sabre Jr. was going to crossroads earlier. They're covering. Wade's picking him up for the Wade plan. Like Sabre gets into his submission hold. The fucking tarantula. Well, kind of spiral lock, kind of. And Wade has nowhere to go. So he's going to tap here.
Oh my god.
The Empire always has a plan.
Ooh.
Tyler Black slides in with a chair and hits Zack Sabre Jr. in the back, dropping him. He then, Cody and Styles tries to almost recover. He drops them with a chair. He slides it back in. And Wade just smiles and he's like, the Empire always has a plan. Picks up Sabre. Wade lands him on the air. He gets the 3 count as Wade Barrett retains his global title. Help of Tyler Black.
Holy banger.
As he always had a plan. But is he still pissed though about what happened? Well, that part of the plan is to make people think. Who knows?
We shall see as we have more action to get into. Holy shit. It's not.
Oh, baby. Guys, we see the footage. The refs are shaking, by the way. They're a little scared to let these guys out. They're like huffing and puffing, ready.
I would be too.
And they slide them. He slides a piss. They slide this, a baseball bat right slide.
Ooh.
They unlock the cage for Abyss. He makes his way out to Batista with the sledgehammer in hand, makes his way out to the ring. And right when they enter the ring, it's like a lightsaber hit. They clash both of them at the same time, breaking them on impact. Like the weight of the hammer splits and the bat just breaks them fucking out. It's a wooden bat, but yes.
Yeah.
And everyone's like, holy shit. And they stare at each other. And they just start throwing fucking haymakers.
Ooh.
They are fucking throwing. Like these motherfuckers are to the point you can see almost the blood on their gums.
Oh my goodness.
Like how much they are punching each other. But they are not laying it up. They're on the outside. Batista Irish whips Abyss into the steel steps, knocking them off. Batista would try to grab them steel steps. Abyss would duck it, dropping him with a nice little big version drop kick. You know how Braun Strowman does.
Oh yeah.
He then would pick up Batista and hits his own buster onto those steps.
Oh.
And then grabs a trash can. He slides it into the ring, laying it down. He grabs a stop sign, calling up Batista with that. Batista ducks it, clotheslines them, grabs that stop sign, smack to the back of the back. You know, they're just brawling. They're going at it. So the ending moments goes as follows. Batista here's Abyss through the barricade at one point.
They'll go ahead.
Batista cleared the announce table. Don West and Mike Tenay has to back the fuck up.
Oh Lord.
Batista's grabbing Abyss, looking for the Batista bomb. But Abyss low blows Batista. And hits a black hole slam through the announce table.
Oh God.
He got him, bro. These guys are hurt. Abyss takes them back into the ring. That trash man's still there. He throws them to the ropes. He's looking, grabbing him for a black hole slam, but Batista somehow, some way gets out of it. Grabs him, hits a spinebuster, and he got the fans' momentum on his side. He grabs Abyss. The Batista bomb on the side. When he gets up, looks at that trash can, looks at the fan, puts the thumbs up,
Oh Lord.
calling him up again, puts him down, grabs him, picks him up, Batista bumps him on that trash can. Cuts the leg. 1, 2, 3. Batista wins the Monster Ball match.
My goodness. A 5-star match.
Oh, they put a 5 stars.
Rightfully so.
Rightfully so. Batista survives the monster. But what's next for Batista?
Whoever's next for Batista better watch out.
Indeed, but we move right on along.
Main event time.
Sorry, I had to catch my breath after that banger of a match. Main event time. World title. Roode makes his way to the ring, you know. Random Rose, obviously. Joe gets also a random Rose, obviously. Joe's a little furious. actions Roode did last week. And also his boys losing. So the match begins. Roode does a little taunt, but Joe's not having none of that shit. He drops him on the clothesline. Hits a fullplex. And just get some heavy offense then. Roode's in the corner. Joe looks for a clothesline. Roode gets out of it. Then Suit gets behind him, flexes him. Just hit some nice big moments of the match. Iconic moments. Joe hits that beautiful very corner move. Roode tries to go for a running close while Joe's in the corner. Joe yells, "Mr. Flores!" Drops him. That's one of my favorite moves. I don't like that.
Real.
Joe even at one point goes to the top rope and hits crossbody. Not a crossbody from Joe. Crazy. Roode tries it. He just walks away. Nonchalantly. Just walks away. He's like, nah, bro.
Really?
Joe threw it up for a muscle buster after about, say, 16 minutes of action. Had him up for a muscle buster. He's going for the run to drop it, but Roode gets out of it. Joe's fault. Back first hurting. Roode takes this advantage. Roode plex. 1, 2, kick out.
Oh.
Roode can't believe it. He's like, no, come on. And then hits Joe up, looks for another Roode plex, but Joe gets out of it. And he looks for those 3 suplexes that he does.
Oh, yeah.
He hits all 3 of them. Dropping Roode. He then calls him up. Roode gets up. Coquina clutch is locked in. Middle of the ring. But Roode has enough heart in him right now as he gets to the rope. Jeff gets to a 4 count. Joe gets to a 4 count before breaking into the hold. But then he slides him back and looks for a little bit. Roode rolls him up. 1, 2, 2.99.
Dang it.
Roode then looks for another Roode flex. But Joe actually gets out of it, gets his own version of it.
Oh.
Backing Roode into the corner. Hits him up. Muscle buster. And then he locks him with Okita clutch. Roode tries to fight, but he passes out. He's fading. The ref does the arms. 1, 2, 3. Samoa Joe retains the TNA World title here tonight.
Closer.
My God. What a match. Joe's first title defense as world champion. He raises the title up. He says, "Nobody is taking this from me. Nobody. I'm the world champion. Nobody's going to." But then Sting, Mason Ryan, Kevin Steen make their way to the entrance ramp. They all, look at him, saying they all want the gold. What is Joe staring them all down? He slides in, turns them around, and stares them face to face. And Joe looks at his world title as Batista's looking at it, and he rates the pie to Batista as his eyes look. Then he turns around, looks at the other 3 eyeing the world title. It seems like, guys, 4 men wants the title. The former champ, a former friend, a man who's came close to beating, a man who's beat Joe before, and a man who has been close for the world title. Want that world title. Truly, it is a sight to see who wants to be the king of TNA, the man who runs the place. that's how we end Turning Point 2008.
My goodness, guys. That segment alone
Peak.
raised everyone's, boost everyone. Oh,
Yeah, he's a scumbag. He's oh, he went up too. That's pretty cool.
yeah, that's wonderful. Thank you.
I don't know how. Oh, wait a minute. What did I just get? Reassuring. Oh, let's go.
All right, guys.
Let's get the reports.
Oh, look at that number, though.
I don't know how. It's hard.
I don't understand. All right, let's see. Oh, in 2008, Cena beat Jericho.
That's pretty bad. That's 2008 Jericho too. So
Yeah, this is suited Jericho.
He fought Tanahashi, bro. He fought Tanahashi. That's peak. But he also won the ECW title on Raw.
What?
Jericho's George Janela in the New Japan?
Oh my god. Match of the year contender. Western and Triple H again. Shinsuke and Cena.
Shinsuke Cena, that's a peak match.
Taker, Shawn. Juice Robinson signs with Total Nonstop.
Yo, man, who signed that guy? Wow. Okay, the new slip for the signing.
I've yet to make it, but we will make it eventually, guys. But guys, I believe we are at the Grand Invitational. But guys, we will end this video right here. And this will be next week's episode. So be sure you come in for this. It might be one of the shorter ones. This is just going to be us reacting to it. All the matches are booked, except for who we pick. But guys, thank you so much for tuning in to these shows. It's been all about Andy. We'll see you guys on the other side. Ciao, ciao.
See ya.